Yeah, no, I can't really. Okay, but it's for stuff like us. Kumari. Wanna change this?
get question about who can send for interpret for Jamaican patois all over the world. Up to the other day, me get one letter. I ask for send somebody if you can help translate something in a patois. You understand me? So part of that, if I feel language, we have to start take control of the language. We can't make other people teach this something. We can't make other people use this something, and we not use it. I feel it. Now, I do them thing with the language, and we have to give them, thanks for that and big them up, because that's how it starts. You understand me? But this is the National University. Part of what we do, I help to promote the language, but not just that. What we do, I help to do what them do and push the language forward a little more. This is a part of what we do in that debate here, where we try to at least to promote the language a little more. The country now go advance if we have people who can talk English and patois. The music industry will depend on most site a patois. All right? Most of where we are used to promote the country a patois. Now, that's one thing. You have one other side to it though. We now formalize the thing. Yeah? So I want like a mishmash in the middle, and that we are doing. We are laugh about it all the time and make joke out of the language. More than that. Everybody will have their own language. Promote their own language. If I want little tubes of people attack the language, then promote it. If you're there Iceland, how much people there Iceland? Less than 500,000 people. Then talk English, Then talk English. But Icelandic are the language you then promote. You go to Netherlands. Them talk English, talk to the rest of the world. You understand me? But Dutch are their language. I don't know if people in the world talk Dutch. They know that. So they learn English because they know so they have to talk to the rest of it. And we don't talk Dutch. And then I go on if we talk Dutch. But they have to talk for them language. So the thing what you do when you get that now, and you get people to understand, say, you have to learn to be bilingual, multilingual. In Jamaica, we pretend like, say, English are the only language. We mash up the English and the patois, mix two of them together and think that English we attack, or a patois we attack, and understand they are two different languages. The next thing from that, you have to learn to talk to the neighbor them next door in the Spanish or the French, right? But the important thing for we learn in Jamaica now, have to protect what we have, to defend what we have, and learn, say, home language, important, English important, and something else important. 3 languages we are defend. All right? And that's my talk.
I think him did that make sense. So because I know him did that make sense, I want to big him up better than that. So now it's my time. It's my time for talking about debating. So we reach a part upon the program why make debating important. And I just look upon two things. It's a good thing when people can reason properly. I don't know if you ever talk to nobody and them are going and they're going and they don't make no sense, they want them to be nice. But if them did do some sort of debating or have some sort of exposure to some of the things I'm a debating teacher, it'll help them to analyze the problems them more, it'll help them to structure them thoughts more, it'll help them to look at the issue from, what heap of perspectives. And that's one of the good things what debating do for you. Debating make you look for a single issue from many perspectives. Many perspectives where you probably never even think about before. And a very important part of that is when you look upon the thing from multiple different avenues, you're able to empathize with whoever is experiencing a particular problem that you're looking at. Because most of the time, when we argue, we just look upon what we say. We not look upon what somebody else say. And You can't have a debate, you can't have a good argument if you just look on your side of the conversation. Because most times, what them say make sense. But because you just lock down in a way you are say, you not listen to what them say. So debating help you if you know one on there. Take a step back, listen to what them say, because if you want to respond to what them say, if you want to say that don't make no sense, you have to understand what them say. And most times, if you're in a conversation, most times people just respond for respond's sake. And you wonder, you not respond to the big issue we are talking about. So we want to have more high quality conversations. You know, rigorous arguments, critical thinking, and debating put that in you. The next thing we may talk about, and the second and final thing, because we have a big debate that come up, I don't want to take up all that time. Your ability to talk, your ability to express what you say, the ability to get out what's in your head in a words so people can understand you. That is another big thing where debating help if you do. Most times, if you want to get through in a life as young people, you have to do interviews, you have to do many of them things that you have to present yourself to people, you have to get your thoughts out and them something there. And you're not going to make it too far, you know, with some opportunities, without the ability, if you can't really talk properly, express yourself properly, structure your ideas them properly and them something there. So, if only there school and you're not debating, because the debate society, man. And for the lectures, incorporate debating as part of teaching methods. So, you know, we can structure thoughts more from our students, and we can help them talk better. Fair? So that may make sense? Yeah, man. So we have to do them something there. But we're going to move now to the big part of what we're there for. And we're going to invite Dr. Lewis. He might come back now. I knew him did chat a while ago, and he said he never did take long, but he chat long. But he might come back now, and he might come tell you who are the debater them. And then after that, we're going to write in that debate. So Dr. Lewis, it's your time now. Come back.
All right. Back again. Okay. All the list change. We have one list and then we get one other list. Better go with this, right? All right. So how the system work? We have opposition and we have government panel debating team them. So one set of people are go in the government house top and government house bottom. One in a opposition top, opposition bottom, right? So how that go now? Yui, but this not have everything on it. All right. Yui opening government. Where you there? Unawa. Opening opposition. Okay, we have it wrong here, so now. And VTDI there? Unawa. Oh, yeah, Iron Man. All right. And UTEC, one of the Unawa. Opening government. All right, we have it wrong here, so let me change that. So Yui opening up. Yeah? No so? Yui? Yeah. And UTEC? CG? And VTDI opening what? Gov? Okay. All right, so a little crisis. And Excelsior now government, but closing, right? All right. No. Yeah. All right, cool. So we're going to start with VTDI, but guess what now? Them have one of them member who couldn't come, no so? So he have to go do the two rule. He might go start, no so? And then he might come back to continue the debate, right? From which part? Okay, all right. Your name? What your name? All right, so good. So from VTDI, we have Shavar Campbell. Clap him. And then we have what we call one swing that is mad way, I guess, come from. Anyway, come. You might join him, but you can represent VTDI. Joshua, what's your name? Joshua Atkins. You can talk Patois? All right. So go for me, please. And then now, the opposition top part of the bench, Leah J. Holness. Yes, clap her, please. And then Brianna Thomas. Clap them. All right. Government, we're with the winner again. UTEC. Yeah. Curdine or Curdine? Curdine Eccleston. Clap him, please. Oh, it's a she. Sorry. No, him there. Oh, yeah, it's a comb. That mean comb. All right, the Cardiagio. Yes, clap him. And then back to the opposition side, but the lower half, Excelsior. We have Kemar Reed. All right, followed by Kwan. Little. All right. So clap them for me. And for the judge them, we have the Excellency, Mr. Raja Bent. Clap him. Stand up. Big man in the debating business in Jamaica, you know. International. All right. Ms. Jordana Denton. Are you that? Yeah, me there, see you. All right. And then from UTEC. Miss Christian Giles. Stand up. All right, so debater, judge. Cleveland, if you come back.
Motion again. All right, you ready for your motion? You ready for your debate? All right, I read the motion now. It said, this also believes government should have banned the use of artificial intelligence in a public school and public university. When you hear it? All right, we'll go again. This also believes that the government should ban the use of artificial intelligence in a public school and in a public university. All right? So, we're ready. We're going to start. More on the big up the Prime Minister. He's going to chat now. We're going to make him welcome.
Suppose the motion did say we should ban the internet in a public school. You would think say the government would have forced everybody to go back to pen and paper and send them letter for everybody peer subscription? That wouldn't make no sense, don't it? So before opposition even think about it, I know say we have banned the use of AI completely. Like say nothing can have AI if it's in a public school or public university. Because don't the email start using, what I go do? Tell Gmail to take you out of an email? That not gonna make no sense. So if we go for the actual definition of ban, officially or legally prohibit something that can include restriction and things where now make people use it for. Same way like how gun exists, but you can't just go for it anywhere. And artificial intelligence are the theory or development a computer system were able to perform tasks when normally need human intelligence, like visual, like look on things and to actually understand what people are saying and translate it in another language. So with that being said, make we give some context of the motion actually asks we, the opening government, to do, and what we approved here. The motion asks we and require, so we have to give restriction, we have to ban things in a public school and public university regarding AI, and defend say the government will actually take the action here. And so right out the bat, we have to look upon what is actually involved. So we, the government, though ban the use of AI, for when students are use it, for example, for things that are unrelated to the actual study of artificial intelligence, or when school officials they use it to draft confidential information. So on to my first point. Banning use of AI in our example them when we just provide, important because the government needs to provide regulation and legal stability. AI is something where revolutionize the way everything work, the way a company process data, to the way we all have to get one data privacy act now, and things still have changed thanks to AI. We have to ban the use of the AI in the in our public education system in those ways because we have to make sure that we actually have proof that the student them provide, that the work where student them provide, and them actually produce it. We have to have proof and we have to have rules in place to ensure that when them sitting here happen, because them are going happen, something that in our law we can actually draw upon. Precedents there, so you can look and say, this not happen or this alright. So, right out the bat, we have to see that the tertiary education system, our environment where all the things that we are going to see in our workplace, in our actual industry, are here so you can get one look a sneak peek at it. Because tertiary people are basically the poorest working class people. Them there, them have job, them have questions, them have concerns, them have all sorts of things we don't have to deal with. And just like how in the actual working place, them are conflict that will happen between people who in charge of other people who drive confidential information, people who do all sorts of things, are the same way that will happen in our tertiary system and in our secondary system. And my younger people them, and them know when the latest thing then come out. So all of the loophole them, all of the trick them, everything will happen. I hear so first we're going to see a loophole happen. So before we can put it for the larger sect, this is the best way to see how we can observe how it will interact. So when the policy come out, what people will start the first, how it could improve, what the way we can keep up with things that will happen, because no matter what, the government have to do it. AI is still there. People will still use it and things will still happen. When you make your artwork because you're an animation student and you post it, and somebody done thief it from how long ago with AI, what are you going to do? Which law will protect you? So then things here have to make. And this is one of the best way to see it from the beta level. So the next point where I look at now is that this enforces fairness and accountability in the education system. Because if me pour my heart and soul and write an essay for English teacher, whenever like me in the first place, and me get 80, but the other somebody put in a GPT and then get 90, oh, that fair. But at the same time, if me blind and me have to use Siri to do everything, and me can't sit on my phone, and so me have to use AI because the AI me I use to see what up on the phone, to hear what up on the phone, and yet I saw me write my essay, but because me get help from the whole heap of auto text, auto correct, all in there, it look like AI writing, but me now get my marks for that. Oh, that fair. AI is just one tool, and people don't use it, and people don't abuse it. So only when government ban things, only when government put up rules for things in the first place, that we can have one basis to go off of. Because you have to use it anyway. So it's only when government get involved and make restrictions that we can understand and we can defend people's rights. And then we can enforce people's rights and develop together. So the same way the government obligated to provide ways that it can benefit people. So just like how enough school right now I use various AI technology like Duolingo to try advance how you can learn different languages and then things here. At the same way we want restrictions and rules by AI because then that also force the government to have to help you when you use it too. So aside from the use now chatbot and then things here, AI help with data collection, data analysis and all the things here. But that also means AI can use the creator them of the AI can use for thief confidential information. So then on next point on my second speaker they'll go into greater detail into why legally speaking, when we don't restrict not just the student them, but other officials and then people from use AI for certain purposes, we can cause data leaks, we can cause various issues that we don't know how to resolve because no law did it. And no law did it, then a free for all. So open air government are closed now, and I'm going to understand say it's not just about black one sitting and just say done with it. Because on the back ways we are going forward. is about putting restrictions in place to protect people so that we can deal with it going forward. So side government temporarily rests.
When you pick up the Prime Minister, when him did a talk about fairness, I want something come to my mind. Danke said we're on the level. And that him over here said we're on the level for him. But we're going to hear what Judge Jama say. But we have an opposition leader and a film time for chat, so I want to big him up and he might come chat now. Opposition leader, well, she, fair time now, she'll come chat.
All me have to say to the Prime Minister, foolishness. You chat about ban, but don't give me a frame of how you gonna have this ban. You tell me about restrictions, but how you make them effective. Why don't you also, when you come to the legal aspect, tell me how you aim to achieve this? Like ensuring that we have mandates for ethical AI development, as well as ensuring that AI tools are comprehensive with protective guidelines, as well as training educators on responsible usage. You don't come with none of that. You just tell me, say, boy, you know, go ban and this is why. Do better, man. Now, you talk about the fact that workplace and we have to get people ready for the workplace. But even our dear guests, when they came, she said she translated with AI. We see that in today's workplace, translating something doesn't just, using AI doesn't mean getting it to do all your work. It means they make your schedule easy. It means they ensure so you reach your meeting them on time. It means that when you can't write the patois properly, you help to translate it. So this actually makes us even more ready because we see in every industry AI, everything I got to. Thirdly, you talk about the inequality and unfairness. But Mr. Government, let me tell you this. Your whole policy is unfair to one specific group. Public, public, public. In the motion, it talk about public, but what happened to a private school picnic them? What happened to the people that will already have the advantage in a society? This is where we find the unfairness. Now, on to my first point. AI enhance learning and effectiveness by personal learning experience, making education more accessible and efficient. My warrant is that AI-powered tools such as adaptive learning system assess individual students on their strengths and them weaknesses, where teachers struggle and so forth, and make a personalized plan for them. Additionally, AI-powered tutorial system provide on-demand access. We see where the public sector is severely underfunded. This ensures that the playing field is leveled. And therefore, with my impact, we say one ban per AI would give a one-shoes-fit-all approach. What work for John Pickney now go work for Mary. So if John little bit slower, the AI can help effectively even discover that before the teacher. Secondly, we see where AI promotes equal access of education. The government, again, a sellout because they only want one group to strive from the use of this amazing technology. They want to paint this image that AI is bad. But my question to you is, isn't it such a miracle to have Uber instead of the wheel out we are not this daytime? Now, look at this in terms of education. We see that AI-driven tools enhance accessibility for students with not only disabilities, but also disadvantaged background. How dare the government come in here so they talk about, AI banned in public. Mind you again, a public him a talk about. Now, one of the most disadvantaged group and majority of our society go to these public institutions. What then happened to them when they can't access this viable tool that helps making their lives more easy and even helping them to be successful members of society? We see where the warrant is that AI-powered speech-to-tool softwares like language translators and visual tutors help students with disabilities as well as even non-native speaker. We also see where it makes it harder for the underprivileged ghetto youth on the side who can't afford the book, and when him could have simply go in a chat and say, yo, give me some notes man this, why him have nothing? And while you talk about, again, restrictions. We know that this would therefore hinder and complicate the entire system. So even if you are going to still give the disabled picnic them an opportunity to use the AI, what again are these restrictions that come with the use of this AI? And therefore, we see the impact of this, where a ban on AI would disproportionately harm these marginalized students who rely on AI-assisted learning, and this would widen the education gap, making it harder for the already struggling students to compete in the global economy. And lastly, I will do a quick stakeholders analysis, where firstly, public school teachers, we see where they're overworked, and this leads to burnout, which can even make them less effective. So when we impose this, AI is used for attendance, used to mark books, used also to check not only if you're using AI to write it, but if Jim thief in paper for a marge. Right now, I can't pull that stunt because they detect the similarities not just from AI. So this is an essential tool for teachers, ensuring that they can focus on the most important parts. And therefore, this leads to them being ineffective in teaching. Secondly, brain drain. We see all I teach them I left Jamaica, they get up, go a foreign. Why? Not just for the big and money, but also the less workload. If I know me can't use this tool in a place without restrictions or a ban, why not take it instead of they sit down with the picky head picnic them and stress out myself? Secondly, the public school students, we see where fewer resources there to help them learn and even study, less access to information, and they are ultimately left behind and disadvantaged in a society. Ineffective learning leads to low educational standards and less job opportunities in this year hard world. And less job opportunity means that me can't meet my needs, and with that, I'm more dependent upon society. Private school teachers and students get an unethical advantage with resources which are unfairly advantageous to them and booster them in this world. Them already have the money, so now you make knowledge even easier for them. Get it together, government. Thirdly, we see where the government is burdened. As in their world, more disadvantaged youth coming out of the education system leads to a saturation in low-skill areas, and this leads to less innovation and more dependence on social welfare, which I could have been used in healthcare when my granny did drop down other day, or penny road them when me little pro box just dropping out. And thirdly, we see internationally the majority of individuals going to these public institutions make up the majority of our workforce. When them uneducated, we would have the eyes of the international participants seeing us as incompetent and uncompetitive, as we would have economic and global and geopolitical setbacks due to low economic rate, which would limit our global competitiveness, economic growth, and our ability to innovate. We see this issue with countries already like South Sudan, which have the world's lowest literacy rate and below 35. And this severely has consequences in the international front. We see some of the consequences being that these countries suffer to attract foreign investment and multinational cooperation, leading to even a higher level of unemployment. Nobody know how come where it done to them there. So, secondly, they remain dependent on raw material. We see where, again, people are going to be pushed into manual labor because they don't have the education for this. And again, this is a majority of our workforce. So what do we see? Us not innovating in IT, us not innovating in these sectors to make us attractive globally. We see us in the cane fields or in these low innovative fields and more labor-intensive field that doesn't really ensure that we innovate on the global scale. And lastly, we see where limited technological advancements prevent them from competing again in the digital economy, which is thriving and which, if you want to stay on the national front, you're off it inner. Thank you very much.
On the big up, Deputy Prime Minister say, the other side don't know what I'm chat about. And then she say, AI can use to catch a thief them when then thief other people walk. So We're going to hear what the judge them say at the end of this whole thing. But we're going to invite the Deputy Opposition Leader to come. A few time for chat now. We're making welcome. Deputy Prime Minister.
Listen, Leah J, you're too lie. Almost everything we should come up here come say is a bunch of claims, poorly developed claims. Shouldn't mechanize them sufficiently for claim her all of them benefits that we share talk about on fair side. I'm going to tell you all of what she say. One, she said enhanced learning. First point of response me have for this is that it only incentivizes people to be more lazy. When it is that me can depend on AI to do my work, or there's no surety say the AI are like me, I go in there. Sorry. There's no surety say me I go sit down and allow the AI to help me, but rather do the work for me. What she a try to put out to you, I say, oh, it just a help people rather than people that depend on it. Only don't buy it, because me I go tell you something. Temptation is something we're very serious. And when you have something where tempt you for not do your work because people really don't like work, because when you come to school, it always a stress and you not get the grade them, it will incentivize you to be more lazy. And that is bad in academia. Second point of response is that like academia is hard for it's hard for a reason. You're supposed to overcome the struggle, so when you're going at the real working world, you're supposed to can be able to manage when your boss are angry you and I tell you say you have to do this and to do that. Me don't know what she a talk about, or it a go make you eat, it a go do all of them something here, all of them something here. Ultimately, me go tell you where you go be a couch potato. Cause when you now use your brain for go through the difficulty of the material, because material hard, and you just want a superficial understanding in a fair world because of AI, like that's all you're going to get. You're not going to get the in-depth material where you need for go and apply and be effective in any job where you're going to do, right? So don't believe her. The second thing what she say, or it expand access fee poor, right? Me just want to tell you this, like, it is proportional. The very same disparity where exists in education right now between the haves and the haves not are going to exist when you have AI. Because you have some people with much more stronger AI when them rich. You have people who can do all sorts of premium and deep fake and all of them something there. So even if in a fair world, it still stay the same, so it's symmetric. Only don't believe her. So she can't get the impact on fair side. The next thing is that the extent yeah, so she has said, oh, lack of access. I just want to tell you this. Jamaica are advanced right now. Our access are expand, not only because of AI, but because of investments by the government in a technology outside of just like things like ChatGPT and all of them, something there. Like the device them where you can get for go up on Google and search up your PDFs, for go put in your essay when you write it, all of them something there, right? But just want to tell you as well, say the difficulty not that bad. When she try to say poor people have it so hard and so difficult, the reason why poor people have it so hard and difficult is because them can't afford technology, not because them can't afford AI. So me don't know how you get to that benefit there. For say, oh yeah, like poor people are going to gain more and more educational opportunities and job opportunities when they go in our working world. Like she not explain that, and she can't continue the idea say, I know really that are the issue. The issue is really not having access to proper resources, right? I just want to come tell you now, for the entirety of my speech, the incentive will exist when you use AI is bad. Like AI incentivize you for use it and use it and use it so till you become dependent on it. All know them not say nothing to that. Them only say, oh, you're going to get this and you're going to get that and all of them something there. And by the way, when she come bring up this frivolous point about mechanization, just like literally, ban it, ban every feature it, ban the use site, and when the people them come to you with it, you dash it back in them face, I saw you ban something. I saw you tell people, say, you can't go come get no grade in my class, you're not going to get no incentives from, you're not going to get no inducement for go use AI. That's how that's how the ban would look. Like, yeah, right? So next point I just want to say is that, like, you become much more, like, you get done, sir. Because basically you now use your brain to go through the hard material and for work the gears in your mind. So when you get faced with like a complex task, in a fair world, all you got to do is just go to the AI. That's all she said. That's the fix for all of the problems, them and learning disability and all of them something there. Right? So me just go telling you we win over them, cause I know them not prove what them say them want get because of AI. I know them can't prove say the AI the lack of AI make all of them problems exist in a them world. We prove say like banning AI fix the problem them with the look up at them can't think on them done.
Deputy Opposition Leader say if he pity it done before he use AI, when he done use AI, he done, sir. So, who are here on the other side respond to that? Because we don't want to done spit around here. So, we're going to move to the Deputy Opposition Leader. And I feel it's time for come chat in the debate. Now, we make her welcome. She'll come now.
Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Brianna Thomas, and me are the Deputy Opposition Leader for the debate here. First of all, the Prime Minister and Film Deputy go up, they got chat about nonsense. Don't listen to not one word them go up, they got say. Because first of all, the Prime Minister, him got squirrel the debate. Him go up, they got chat nothing but say, I go put in regulation for restrict AI in a school. But I know him not tell me why we need to ban the AI. Him not go up, they got proof him burden of the debate, which if you tell me why we ban AI and how the ban go look. The Deputy Prime Minister know him gone up, they gonna do a whole rebuttal. Him supposed to go up, they go give some substantial speech and a substantial point, and all him they go do a chat and say, oh, the opposition leader said this, opposition leader said that, and we are got done. But me go telling you something, because them don't make no sense. First of all, the Prime Minister him go up, they go talk about academic integrity. Me no know how him get this, because first of all, yes, we can concede, say, sometimes we cheat, we look at AI and all of them, something there. But members say the same AI them use in order for the text, say, yeah, use AI. And also, nobody gonna blame the penny them, say, them and use AI to go do work. Why the teacher them can't take it upon themselves, make sure say the assignment is so difficult, so the penny them no use AI, make them use them critical thinking skill. Let the people them alone, man, and make them go to do work, go do some little something. Because remember, so when you go in the office, you know sit down and write a bag of things, you're there and you have to use
Point of information.
Not accepted this time, because you not take none. We know the workforce, they're there and you use your brain. In order for you to look at tasks and whatever do. As a matter of fact, them talk about us, so we are get done, sir. But members say the world is moving in a technological fear. Members say we're going to use them same AI skills here, which give Lord Jesus, digital critical thinking skills in order for better we self. Right? So the world is moving in a technological sphere, and we need these critical skills from the digital sphere that we would have learned from the AI in order to enhance ourselves. Now him gone up, they got talk about undermining human learning. First of all, Mr. Speaker, as me say, AI enhance human learning because members say, when you have the AI, and you're going to put it in at the something, and then you're going to apply that same structure there to the paper, Remember say that enhance your learning. Remember say you're going to get the research from the AI. Remember say you're going to say, oh, right, I never know this. Oh, really, I never know that. Remember say the AI going to provide you with the research, them, the different sources, them, in order to know where you never know. And because of
point of information.
Me say me not take none right now. Now, and to my point. Mr. Speaker, AI prepares students for the workforce. Members say AI literacy is essential for modern careers, and banning AI in education would have left Pitney unprepared for the job market. AI is increasingly integrated into industries like healthcare, finance, and technology. I can finish my point first. Students who learn to use AI tools early gain critical digital thinking skills. I see that's the word there. That are highly valued by employers. So if you go with your self and say, oh, I have 10 subjects, me never use no AI, me have 10 ones, me have 10 tools, this and that, and you can people them place. You don't know if you apply nothing, because you don't know nothing about technology, you don't know nothing about anything, and you can put, oh, in Cape, them did say, 2 plus 2. No, but that, and then people them can get one Excel.
Point.
You know what to do, because you can't apply the same theory where you have in your different course them in order to apply it to the technological sphere. Another thing that me talk about the impact. Members say, in order to be more competitive in the global sphere, we're going to have technology advancement in order to stay relevant to with different trade partners them. So if we not have the relevant technological advancement, then we're going to get left behind. And that's why Jamaica always in the dust, because we not no sense. We're going to talk about say we want bag of theory, and we not get
Point
up to date with what's
information.
going on. All right, go on.
So in a year world where government put up no law, so basically every school have to figure it out whether or not students submit AI work, and then we just fly past it.
All right then, thank you. First of all, you said the government put up no laws. Why not put up the laws them to ensure that them don't misuse the AI? And if them do misuse the AI, then why not sanction them? And you can know when they misuse the AI when them have the some Turnitin. For instance, in a UE and UTEC, we use Turnitin to know if them use AI. And we can tell us that AI definitely are detecting
Point.
because one time me got put in my assignment from AI, and people them say 100% AI use, and me shame like dog. But this is just the effectiveness of the AI, that AI actually is effective in detecting its own work because it detects the similarity. And I think that I will talk about, nothing I talk about is that AI reduces administrative burden and enhances efficiency. AI automates routines, administrative tasks, allowing educators to focus on teaching rather than paperwork. AI-powered systems streamline grading, attendance tracking, and data management, which reduces human error and administrative workload. For example, AI can analyze student performance data to identify at-risk students and suggest early interventions, improving overall academic outcomes. Without AI, institutions will rely on outdated, labor-intensive processes. No make them fool. All the government want to do is stress to note as teachers. No listen to them. Come remember, say the AI make you can put in your information from whatever thing you did have, and make a PowerPoint so you can go teach class and say, guys, I went home and I did this, and this is what is there, that is what's done. Right? And because of that, we can find the efficiency in AI. Whereas this one bag of notes where the teacher them give you put it in an AI notebook LM, and it give you a succinct and concise explanation of what is it that this is saying. Because let's be realistic, even if AI not exists, nobody not gonna sit down and read a bag of things. People them are gonna look for other means and ways like Google and different things. People them are gonna even make them own an AI in order to clarify whatever it's going on. Because students in itself, it's not about being lazy, it's about rather looking the easier way out of things. Because members say, one time we used to do a thing and we used to go the trading, and people then find different trade because nobody likes the long way of life. Everybody likes the short way of life. And with that being said, I'm not no more point of information. We win the debate here, and we can big up on yourself. Thanks.
Hey, me tell you this, you see Deputy Prime Minister, for your head hot, you know. Yeah, for a hot head, that one, you know. She say, our government want to do, I stress out the teacher them. So, we're done with the debate in the first half, and we're going to the second half. And we're going to invite the government member. A long time ago, do something else, so if you understand. We're invite the government member, and our government member time for talk now. We're not make him welcome.
Mic check. Okay, good. Everybody good? All right. All right. Manners and respect, everybody. All right. So first and foremost, we're in this debate so far. Not one soul in this debate in the opening I've talked about why exclusively we are talking about the private schools and not the public schools. And this, we're going to hear it from the Prime Minister, the Deputy. So not even on my side, but it's all good. I'm going to talk about it. Why people got private schools, or which people rather got private schools and not public schools? Usually are the poor people in the society, people who want high-paying jobs so that they can buy their mother house, buy their mother car, or fix up the house that they're living in, right? So that means that most of the people who got private school are people who want jobs in like STEM. I'm going to tell you why AI is bad for that. AI is bad for that because these degrees largely are practical degrees, and AI can't teach that. You know, she make a perfect point in the last part of her speech, and she say, people now read again. And so AI, and even worse, them use AI for generate their notes. And what is even worse than that is that them don't listen to what they don't ask AI for the explanation as to why it is important. So, for example, you get a hard maths exam, right? You get a chat GPT, chat GPT give the answer. You don't ask chat GPT to explain the steps. So when a teacher give the marks and you get 100 on the test, you know, because that's what you're saying, you get high grades, you know. And that's true. That's true. You gonna get high grades, but does the high grade actually belong to you or it belong to chat GPT? They don't answer that. So and it's a funny thing. It's funny, but it's true, you know. But what you pray? Just say, you know, nobody know read, and that's true. You'll get high grades, but high grade is not for you. To talk about global competitiveness, and that's one of the biggest things I'm hear from them side. But you know, you got big on the market, but that's not true for the poor man. We're gonna use Chat GPT and not get the skills because you're gonna use Chat GPT, you're gonna get the answer, you're gonna get the top grades in the school now. But when it commands to you, when you go up on the workforce, and if you actually do the job, you can't do it. Why? Because a Chat GPT
Point of
and a Chat
information.
GPT you get the grade quickly.
Okay, so firstly, we also have standardized testing that ensure that they're actually fit for these workforce.
Alright,
And second,
chop press. Watch your prayer. So you get standardized testing, which looks like you get multiple choice questions, which looks like you're going to ask ChatGPT, answer the questions. So our ChatGPT, read the question, is it A, B, or C? ChatGPT going to tell you C, you're not going to ask ChatGPT whether a C or if the sure say never A. And if you ask ChatGPT, if ChatGPT says C, right? And it says, you sure it's not A? It's going to say, oh, my bad, it is actually A. And you ask the reason, you know, because ChatGPT, I got to tell you, ChatGPT, I got to tell you, say, are you right? And I really correct itself, and I got to say, it's actually C, you know. And then you just take the answer there, and you get, you get 100. But in truth, you're not learn nothing because you're not practicing the test. Let's talk about the common reality where poor man got you. A poor man have enough things on him. So when him go to school, he might try to find the easiest way to get the degree. See? And that look like AI. This don't look like when you go to private school. Actually, hold on, focus on the point first. The poor man versus the rich man. When the poor man go to school, he have enough things on him, right? So he might find the easiest way to get the degree. So that look like him. I use ChatGPT to give him a quick answer. Do the assignment quick, so I'm going to present and say, you know, last night I went and did this, but you know, actually probably this morning I go up on ChatGPT and generate the presentation and just put it, not accepted. Right? Cool. And that is bad. And that's why we are focused primarily upon the public school, because our poor people largely go to public schools. And them largely go to them school, why? Because they want STEM degrees, high-paying degrees, which require practical skills. So if they want to become like a chemist, a structural engineer, or them something that they have to do physical work, and them can't use ChatGPT if you do that, because them not going to learn. So when them get the job, same time them going to lose the job. Because in the first week... Quickly, go on.
all right, as a STEM student, I use ChatGPT and it never gives me the right answer, but it helps me to actually build my critical thinking because it gives me a foundation to stand on, which is additional to almost all of them.
Right. Let me focus on that. So you go to school, your teacher something funny about why you not ask the teacher. You go, oh man, go ask ChatGPT. Say ChatGPT give them a foundation. What kind of foundation is that? Do you ask ChatGPT to explain the point to you in a succinct way where you can better understand the work? No, me too. I'm glad she has them too. Me too. I use ChatGPT too, so I can speak from experience. Enough of our STEM students we work on deadline. So when we have a programming assignment, we ask ChatGPT at say 11:50 to generate a quick code. I will ask ChatGPT to explain that code so we can submit the work by 11:59. And by the time the assignment is done, to hell with it. To hell with it. Why? Because them not asked, as long as the assignment is done, that is it. They don't care about the explanation. So when the final exam come and they have to come into schools, when they have to come to the physical exam, poor grades. And this is the reality. When they get online assignments, enough people use ChatGPT and generative AI to do the exams. Not anymore. For do them assignment. Or when they come to do the physical test, it's a totally different grade. So we see that bad. Now, when I'm talking about earlier about private versus public schools, why this is bad? A rich man go to public school to get like a journalism degree or they want to become archaeologists and them kind of thing there because they have the money to do it, right? So if them fail in a private school because them parents have them big corporation and have the big money, them can always get a job even if they graduate without degree. A poor man don't have
Pure
the
eye?
ability.
When it's so unfair, when I say when you got online tests, when you chat GPT now that forget the grade. So why not make all the tests them physical? Why the people them can't sit down and write the test paper them and print them instead of put them online to make it convenient for uno, but not the people them.
Right. And my point still stands. Them now use ChatGPT to explain to the way why that just focus and do the work in a school, AI don't make it any easier. First and foremost, I never mentioned this. AI is also outdated. Generative AI is outdated for the poor man, because the poor man now buy premium chat GPT. The rich man can do it. In a public school where the poor man got him now buy the premium chat GPT, so him now get the latest answer. So even if they get an answer, I probably want answer with it valid back probably in 2020, valid in 2024 when the exam, I don't know, physically. So even if AI give him the answer, when they go put it in the exam, it's still wrong, because I know the updated answer. Because the poor man now spend $7 to buy that. Right. He have bread, he have rent to pay, he probably have a girlfriend to spend money on, so he put his money on all of them other things there, rather than actually the education part. He just want a quick answer, to get a quick fix and a quick degree, to get out. That is what them business with. All right? I'm not taking anymore. Not anymore. Now, them talk about something about, why people in public are at a disadvantage. They are at a disadvantage simply because they don't have the money to afford it. That is why it is bad. It make no sense. You have a resource, but the resource not actually help you. It makes sense, though? Right. Resource not help. And them talk about global competitiveness. And I say it's one of the biggest thing where them come and talk about global competitiveness. But it make no sense. You get a chat GPT degree, and when you come out, you can't get a job, and then you can't pay a student fee, and then you just live in a debt for the rest of your life. This don't look like people where they're in a rich school, where when they come out, them can always get a senior position at them father company, they can get a high paying job, and generational will continue from for them side, while we over here, so because we did focus on chat GPT, we never focus on the actual learning, which is what the poor man actually does, because he want a quick fix to get a quick out. It's just not good for them, because they're not going to have no marketability, they're not going to have no job, they're not going to have no good living. Remember, they have student loan to pay, they have housing to pay, they have to get job, they want to get a good degree, and because they have them as something, we stand in support. I would say exactly what I look for in the public school. And with these reasons, proud for your propose.
All right, we just hear from the first team in the last half of the debate, that are the government member. And you know what interesting? When me did the you taking them, and a couple years from behind, not from now, behind. We never did a chat GPT, So all of the benefits them what them have can plug in chat GPT and do all of them. So we never have them thing there, You understand? So it's very interesting to hear all the judges them are gonna look upon the debate. So we're gonna invite the opposition member, a theme time for chat now. Alright? So make welcome the opposition member. Ready?
While the government that talk about regulations and fairness and about the quick fix and degree, I feel say too much restrictions could have hold back the progress and get the youth from AI. Instead of just placing limits, we should focus on teaching people how to use AI the right way. If we educate public and encourage responsible use, we can reap the benefits without stifling innovation. Otherwise, we are going to end up with AI that can only find the best way for rice and peas. But can ever solve maths? We need to find a balance of allow growth while still keeping accountability. Good evening, everybody. I stand up on the opposition side for telling you plain straight that the government not ban artificial intelligence in a public school and university. But first, let me define AI. Artificial intelligence are the computer system designed to perform tasks where human intelligence such as problem solving, learning, and decision making. Mr. Government, let me tell you this. AI are the future. And if we don't give them chance to work with it, we'll get left back at time.
Point of information.
For the rest of the world and move forward. Not right now. Think about it. We're in the 21st century and technology around the world. If we start ban AI in education, 1x, we are going to tell the students to stop use computer and calculator. We are going to tell them to go back and write essay on slate That don't make no sense. First thing, the government not ban AI in a public school or university because AI are the future of the job market. In a few years, AI are going to in every big career, like medicine, law, engineering, business, and more. If the Jamaican students them not learn how to use AI from now, they are going to struggle for competing in the real world. Big companies them don't use AI for analyze data, help with decision making, and make work easier.
Doctor them help AI for diagnose people faster, and a liar them use it for sort out legal documents in a minute. The pitting them are going left behind while private school students still learn it.
Point of information.
Not right now. That's going to make the gap between the rich and the poor even bigger. So what that? Platforms like Duolingo use AI to adapt lessons, students' learning pace. Said we AI-powered tutoring systems like Carnegie Learning Assistant. Students help with subjects like maths, offering straightforward feedback and support. Them tools help bridge the gaps in understanding and make education for everybody. Banning AI not solve the problem. Just like make the education system unfair. Instead of ban it, the school them for teach people how to use it the right way so them can benefit from it. I have this girl in my class, one time when I do a presentation, and she used AI to do every single thing. When she go up there and find out say, and AI she used an information she used wrong, my skin my teeth from now till the morning. AI and another exam, but it's how teacher them teach them how to use it the right way. But just like our school teach research
Point of
and problem-solving
information.
skills, not right now, them can teach them how to use AI without depending on it too much. Government for focus on preparing the youth them for the future. Not hold them back. The world move forward with AI. If we not keep up now, the next generation will get left behind. Second thing, we always for a new thing, but it always help. You remember when we did have electricity and them use lamp and candle to light up the place? But when electricity come, it make life easier. If we ban electricity, no. Remember
Point
when
of information.
enough people never trust computer, then the thing say paper and pen alone did for the school work.
Point.
Sorry. But look on the world today. Computer make work easier, smarter, and better. Same way so, AI are the new tool for embrace it, not run from it. Third thing, AI can help teacher them lighten them workload. You never see how teacher them burn out. Them have 100 test paper for mark, lesson plan for make and class for teach.
Yeah, pon the
AI,
point, them, Jay.
AI, not right now. AI can help mark quiz, make lesson plan, and even teach way for help different type of pitney. Think about it. AI help the teacher. AI help the teacher them make more focus on the time. On the dunce putting them. Yes, the dunce one them.
That point,
they
Jay.
can focus on real interaction, on giving real mentorship, and on helping the youth them build confidence skill. Instead of fight AI, we use it. Now,
Point me, G.
Take it.
Teaching don't equal incentive. You can bring a ass to the water, but you can't force him to drink.
Yes, I agree with that, yes, but you teaching them the right way or for manipulate AI, for use it better for kids and come out in a society and become a better person. Continuing, the big question is, Mr. Speaker, why if we ban something more that help we? Only think about this. If we ban AI, Jamaican students will get left behind or the rest of the world will move forward. We don't fight technology, we use it wisely. AI are not the enemy. We don't fight technology, we use it wisely. Remember when I just said people them used to fear the calculator, fear the internet, and fear the computer. But today, we can't imagine life without them. And the said thing, if we fight it now, we are going to sorry later. I rest my case and I thank you for listening.
The opposition members say teacher them burn out, but they can use AI to help you don't speak to them. So, debate hot. I think the debate are going good. We're going to jump back over. And the last speaker over on the government side, there'll be government whip. Make him welcome now. You take him come from. All right, Zine, everybody hear me? All right. So, Mr. Speaker, we just take a while and analyze the debate for you. I'm going to flash out some of the classes like how them flash out tin mackerel and just make sure everybody get a smooth understanding of the debate. All right, so we hear from the opening speaker, which is the Prime Minister, say AI are going to help. Well, sorry, say AI are going to allow the students them for lazy, they put them for lazy. Mr. Speaker, my team simply shows the AI bring more harm than good. And it a mash up the education system we are trying to build up. The first speaker, which is from our side, Mr. Speaker, speak about how we can assist and how we can help it to help our students, to be more rounded. And opposition speaker, chat about how Uber and how AI and
assist with Uber and all them something. Mr. Speaker, I don't know how rich there, so, but that's a huge gap. Mr. Speaker, we also need to remember the essence of the debate. We are talking about AI in our public schools and public university. So we not say AI can't use it at all, no. We are say AI should not be used in a school system. Mr. Speaker, I want also point out, say, the people them currently in a school have a low literacy level. So if we keep on influence them to use AI, would them now go in as dumping and come out as Johnny Cake? Mr. Speaker, we need to remember, say, majority of the people them are school right now in a primary education. I left and I go high school where can't read and can't comprehend properly. So if we help them and tell them, say, hey, go and go use AI and not understand the application of the work properly. How them feel supposed to come out as the future, where quote unquote them say AI is the future? How AI gonna be the future? The pit man on the future, Mr. Speaker? It no make no sense. Bare foolishness. Mr. Speaker, we are not saying also, well, Mr. Speaker, we hear from the third speaker, about how AI help to fix, assignments and how the teachers them benefit from it. Mr. Speaker, we not say the teacher them can't use AI. We are say the pitney them in the public school and public university not supposed to use it. The teachers them already get what them I get from university and school already, and they are the one that should facilitate the learning program for the students. Mr. Speaker, that was simply I say. Mr. Speaker, moving down now to the next point, which from our side we spoke about, the aspect of AI in public schools versus private institution. Mr. Speaker, if we check the statistics, majority of pitney in a school right now in a public school can't afford lunch money. So compare it to the pitney them we are in a private school.
Point of information.
Not accepted at this time, young lady. The pitney them in a public school they can't afford lunch money. How them are going to afford the premium version of AI like the person them in a private school? Mr. Speaker, we need to understand, say, this is going to take away the flat and the grounded level for the people them. Mr.
Point
Speaker,
of information.
accepted.
Okay, so you're talking about paying their free AI, and even when you say, oh, it's not as advanced, why not give somebody one fish while somebody has 12 versus zero fish to 12?
Thank you. We need to understand first and foremost, Mr. Speaker. I don't know why them are so naive. We need to understand, say, AI, I'm sure all of them know. AI have certain limitations where the premium version have. When I have, sorry. So if you use the public in our public schools, you use AI to help you with your work. It's going to get the basic level reasoning. Whilst the pitting them in a private school, I going to use the premium level to get the higher reasoning assessment. So they going to get the higher grade. Come on, make sense, man. You know this. Moving to the next part, now, Mr. Speaker. Go ahead.
It's not ChatGPT alone exists as an AI. We have other AIs that power PowerPoints, other AIs that power for calculation.
Thank you. First of all, I'm going to say nothing about ChatGPT. I was speaking broadly about AI. AI don't only refer to ChatGPT. Mr. Speaker, we need to understand, and this is what AI calls. This is a clear example. Mr. Speaker, moving to the next point now, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, now, we just want to take the time and just help you understand the point of view where the government have come from, Mr. Speaker. My last speaker from the government side mentioned about simply just allowing kids to understand. Said AI does more harm than good. Right now, I heard the other day from one of my lecturers them say, when calculator they just get introduced, Mr. Speaker, say, everybody was against it because them nowadays students, he must say students them class, as him put 2 + 2 on the board, everybody start to take out calculator. Mr. Speaker, we need to understand, said, the essence of calculator invented first was to help persons to do certain calculations, not to simply put 2 + 2, which everybody should know equal 5. So we are saying, Mr. Speaker, so basically I say, the pitney them nowadays, them at this time are going to end up too. We now say them can't use it. But if them not understand how to spell them name properly, how them gonna use AI for write a full sentence, it not gonna make no sense, Mr. Speaker. So at this classes me I try to flash out to help the opposition to understand. So listen, not accepted at this point. Listen, we are not saying that the pitney them, or the teacher them not supposed to use AI. We are simply saying, in order for we get a well-rounded picking for the future and the next prime minister, you have to end up and make sure say from the starting they have a good foundation. And a good foundation starts from not using AI and understanding how to think for yourself and not use nothing else to think for you. That's how we are, Mr. Speaker. And with that, the government rests.
I want the fiery body. We hear from the government whip say the children, it put in my future. But if they make them use AI, boy, future dark. So we're going to take the final speaker in our debate. We're going to take the opposition whip from, and the Excel same come from. So I want to big him up. He's forward now.
All right. So, manners, I respect everybody. You know, I for big up everybody before we start talk. No. First of all, I believe the exact word the Prime Minister used was that a ban can be also regulation. Yeah, man. He must say a ban can be regulation, isn't me? So, me I say no. If he must say a ban can be regulation, and when me go up on Oxford Dictionary and look, Oxford Dictionary say, if you are ban something, you're completely obliterating the use of that, you see me? So if you got ban that, how you guys say, you banning something is you regulating the use of something? That don't make no sense. Thank you very much, not at all. If you are going to ban it, you have to completely obliterate the use of said thing. All right, thank you very much. Moving on. Now, me hear them say, but oh, if you use AI means say you got to reduce your own brain power and such forth. No, don't get me wrong. People get lazy when they use AI, right? Right. But look now, no. The fact that you're using AI, the fact that you reach college and if you use AI at college means say you have to have some form of mental acuity, some form of mental prowess to say, yo, I have sense. Me have sense. No, it might seem that my good relative have a teacher might make me use AI. People who need to think about these things. AI isn't simply used for lazy people. Sometimes even the smartest of people need to rely on some form of artificial intelligence. You see me? Look now.
Yeah, Maji. Yeah, watch it. So even if other people use AI, the majority of the people might use it for lazy purposes, which is why you have bad grades on them, something like that. Enough people just not reason nowadays, Maji.
No, but me I say no, yeah, but you're what me I say no, Maji. Me I say no. I was going to get to what you're saying. You're me I say no, Dan. Me I say no. You're saying that AI makes people lazy. And I'm not saying that it is wrong, but what I'm saying is that you're making it seem say, yo, only those people use AI. When in actuality, some of the smartest people you find on planet Earth, some of the people in this room are using AI to pursue their goals and such forth. You see me? No, as I was saying, the fact that someone knows how to go about using AI, the fact that somebody knows, say, yo, if me go up on this and type in this and this, I'm going to get an answer. Means say you have to have some form of, as I was saying, mental acuity to know, say, yo, I can type up this and get this. I can go so and read. And if you have that mental acuity, you're going to then know, say, yo, me can go so boobs and say, but this not right. But maybe not have the topic all the way, you see me?
Point of information.
Yeah, I'm not take that right now. Hold on, young lion, hold on. So I can go so now and say, the fact that I have my mental acuity, and me know say, yo, I can look on this and realize, say, it give me the wrong information. Some can go back now and say, but hold on, this wrong. You see me? This wrong. So I can say, cool.
Yeah, take right. It now.
I say, young lion, hold on. Don't rush me. Thank you. All right, and then again, someone said, AI doesn't give you an explanation. Them no explain the thesis or the problem or whatever to you. I say again, nonsense. You go on chat GPT right now and type in why birds fly. Me know if you're facts, chat GPT can explain everything for you. So you're going to come to me now and say, you simply go on there and you put 1 + 1, you get 2. Them going to explain to you how you get 2.
Point.
Young lion, stop interrupt me. I will come to you when it is your time. Hold on. All right. Now, people, as was stated before, we are Jamaican people. We have to look out for ourselves as Jamaican people. You see me? We have to make sure, say, our generation and our people know about the uses of this technology. We have to make sure, say, we know, say, we can use this for not only further ourselves, but everybody a yard. You see me? The Caribbean, as a matter of fact. So, if it comes to a point where you choose to ban, and remember now, you know, the Oxford Dictionary says to ban something, have to completely stop use something, not to regulate something. Not to regulate something on people. If you no go come say you go ban it, 10 years from now, 15 years from now, you have your own people, government, you have your own children, right? Now, your son is looking for a job. Your son can't find a job. Why? People overseas know how to use the AI, the same AI where your own father, the government say, that can't work. Listen to me now,
Mr.
people.
Sir, Mr. Sir, 1 minute there, please. 1 minute, one pure eye there.
Got you.
Can go on. All right. Me hear a chat say look a while say about how Pitney now go understand how to use AI. We simply say on a keep and a forget. We ban the use of AI in a public school and university. That doesn't mean say persons outside of the school cannot use AI, Mr. Sir. That we all.
But listen now, no. Yeah, ban it in a public school and public university. Where do people learn? Do not people learn in public school and public university? Isn't that where we go to learn? If you got ban it in a public school, me gonna know if you use AI when me come out of public school. Me gonna know if you use AI when me go out into the working world and my boss tell me something what me don't know, me need to find out. What me I gonna do? Looking at the sky? No!
Yeah, take the point now.
Go through the point, young lion.
So you did say, you can get explanation through ChatGPT and know when something wrong. So why you depend it in the first place?
I'm depend on ChatGPT in the first place? As I'm a student. You see me? At some point, me not gonna know something. You see me? I can refer to my textbooks. My textbooks may not explain in a way that I understand because people learn differently. When I hear me I say, so now me go on ChatGPT and say, yo, explain this to me now, such and such and such and such. Boom, me get down some overstand people. Me go up on exam and look for exam now. Same question people, boom.
Some J.
Hold that. As me say, people continuing.
So, bro. What you pray?
Go through again, young lion.
Yes, yeah, so when I remember the talk about the teacher them, right? So we talk about the teacher them where I work, I call 15 job and them someday. Yeah. And them use ChatGPT for generate a lecture. And then after that, they don't get a ChatGPT presentation. Then now stick back for
Let me jump out with him and say no, right? The fact that someone is a teacher means that they have went to school and they have garnered their education now where them know what them a teach. Now if you go up on ChatGPT to make a lesson and you say, the lesson is not what you want to provide to these students. No, you as a teacher can go back and say, all right, do this the next way. This is not what my students need to learn. You see me? You can go back and say, boops. Me I try to teach my students say 3 times 3 equal 9. I say tell me 10. I as a teacher know what I'm supposed to teach. The AI is simply helping me to then bring forth a lesson plan for me teach the people in Pitney. You see me? And that is the last point of information I'll be taking at this point in time. On the time done. Am my time now? Lovely. As me I say again, if you take away AI from the students, if you take away AI from public schools and public universities, how are these children going to then know how to manipulate the AI? As my member of opposition said, we should teach these students the rights and wrongs of AI. We should teach these students what they should do and what they should not do. We should teach them, say, yo, even if I go look up something for AI, make sure say you understand when you look up. Make sure say you find sources. Teach them these things. Teach them, make them understand, say, yo, and a simply way you see, a way you get. You have to use your own mind and do research. AI is a helping tool, not a learning tool. Continuing. All right, let me just wrap up right now. As I am saying, AI is a helping tool, not a learning tool. We need to educate the children, educate the people of our country so that we can step forward as a society. That's what we need to do. Thank you very much. Big up on yourself.
People debate done. But me think say debate did hot. Someone to big up the debate of them. And me gonna ask the judge them for going out the door and gonna start deliberate for now, so they can come back in a no time, quick time. Them a match up results them for we. But during this, we're gonna have one little discussion. And we always have that little conversation there while the judge them a deliberate to decide who win. And who are gonna lead the discussion are Dr. Lewis. So I'm gonna invite Dr. Lewis to come back, and this time I'll come chat again, and we'll have one little discussion about Patois and debate.
All right, thanks, Cleveland. How much people there? All right. So then some if you ask a question. And if you know want answer, you can answer. Or you can ask me question. Right? So are we there? Them there too? Ask them question. All right. Any question about debate, Patois, about what we just talked about? Go on. You can talk Patois? Huh? Are you our interpreter?
Yes. Let us use the interpreter. She'll be the interpreter. So
Or AI.
I want to ask to team, this is what government?
Yeah.
Why it needs to be an outright ban? Because what I'm hearing from closing is that the benefits of AI are so extreme and necessary for the employment market that it is better to regulate them. So why should outright banning be the protocol, and how has outright banning been mechanized in their world? So the interpreter is going to interpret that question now.
Come on now, we are Jamaican people, all are we bright. I don't understand what him just say.
Interpret same way. It no matter. Interpret same way.
Yeah, man, interpret same way.
So he's asking why
In a
not.
Patois,
Oh,
just talking
sorry.
in
He might ask way why you don't want it ban and not regulate.
Ban and form of regulation. When you have a safe zone, them for whole heap of bird and things where are dead out. A range of them can walk around with gun because they have to protect themselves. But you not make random people go in there with gun and just shoot any bird or anything.
But young lion, hold on now, as I just said a while ago, as where the world's leading dictionary just said a while ago, if you go ban something means you go completely stop the use side. In it. So the fact that I say ban mean regulate, complete foolishness. Come on now, brother, step up.
Alright, so me ban student from use AI to do their schoolwork, and me ban teacher from put people email address in an AI because I've data leaked that.
Yeah.
You know, I ban something.
You're banning something. That's not stop. That's not stop something, people. That is him stopping the use of something. That is not him regulating something.
All right.
All right. Yeah, just give an even simple answer. The motion self a ban it, so we have to ban it. And I like say we personally say, oh, if a ban or regulate, it's just that the motion self a ban it, so we have to give a reason why if a ban. See? Cool. Right. So to translate in your language, the motion explicitly states that we ought to ban the use of artificial intelligence. So that is what we had to propose. All right.
All right. Like the one there. Next question. Yes. You are an interpreter or? Oh, you're good. All right. You want one mic though? No. Them need the they need for YouTube.
Thank you. Now, may I raise the point that we should develop a Creole style of debating, and me did mention some specific things. And to be very honest, to all the debaters them down there, I saw many of these things demonstrated in them style. The question I want to ask is, the judges them, you think them are going to take that into consideration when they make their decision?
All right. Two things. May I agree with you? We are talking about exactly what you talked about earlier. How we come up with one system where can take account for some of what we do in Jamaica or in the Caribbean. You understand me? But we not done develop all of the side to the thing yet. That not happen for the next 5 or so years, right? That was technical time. But I agree with you.
Yeah, we have to start now. You understand?
Yeah, man, but these are the first step,
All right.
So you have to get this up on the road.
Running.
Yeah, get this up and running, this up on the road. After that, now you go to the next level.
Yeah,
right?
man.
You can pull from this. So
Yeah,
we did talk about some research from it, right?
All right.
So the video them on YouTube, we look on them, look on the style, see what go on good, when no go on good, and then we can use that to inform what we're going to do next. You understand? So,
But
that's a good idea.
big up the debater them, all right?
Yes, that's true. The one them we talk in English and the one we talk in a Patois. The one we need the interpreter them and never get no interpretation, but yeah, big them up.
Excuse my patois, it's not the best, but I'll try.
Yeah, man.
My question has to do with the debate and what we're discussing, because I think it's a very important discussion. On that, is government side, is our opposition? Opposition
Oh,
side.
yeah, so opposition.
Then it say about like our teachers, they can use the AI now because they would have gone to the school and already know the thing. But as Cleveland come up and say, he never had AI and ChatGPT when he was in school. So these teachers that know it, them know it because they have to go to the information in order to get the degree. They have to read the book, they have to actually know and prove that they can actually do the things. So when we have the students that are in the schools that are using AI, and yes, they can use it to, try and, help reason. But sometimes they don't use it for that purpose. And so we need to ensure in public schools, I think, and in private schools, to be honest, but that's not the conversation now, that we ensure that we're able to prove to employers, to the government, to our people, that when students come out, they really know what they're doing. And that requires them to actually read the thing and not just,
All right. You want to take that? Oh, government?
All
Opposition?
right. Remember, in the Jamaican framework, we have CXC, we have CAPE, and we have written exams, right? So when these students go and they go on the AI and they get whatever information they get probably from the different sources that AI would have recommended, and then they apply this to the online spirit, yes, okay, make them 100%. However, when they go into these paper or physical exams, they can't bring the AIs with them, right? And because of that, the students know what they do. All right. The penny them know, for them strategy is that them take the structure from the AI and the information from the AI and put it in a feed them own word with them understand and apply it to the exam. Because as they realize, the penny them get smarter as the Jamaica Information Service tells us, say the penny them pass rate are improve in the various CXC subject them like English and maths and history, because the penny them are use the structure with them are use get from the AI in order to apply it to the physical framework at the exam them.
All right. Them.
Yeah. Before you go, I would just say thank you for your answer. Although I would have to say, like, I did CAPE during during COVID. So they didn't do it online, and I don't know really. I mean, I know they use a system to help block persons from like looking up things when they. But I really just brought my laptop and just did write up the test and stuff like that. I'm not sure how regulated that was, and I think the reality is we have to understand that even standardized testing is going to become online at some point. So we do have to really consider how we're going about teaching our children, as a whole.
All right.
Could we also add to that?
Yeah, man.
Conversation. I think a lot of times, well, me think enough time pitting nowadays really not understand what they do to themselves when them use AI, because as where the master ceremony Cleveland say in a film days them he never use AI, right? We need to understand as Jackman and Jill say the current generation we are grow right now, but then when we, well, not me, but the person them in here, we are from those days when technology wasn't so developed. Only never they have AI, and we have to go the step-by-step way of learning and get the notes. We heard from one of the opposition member say the pitney them can go on AI if you get notes on certain topics them if them never go school. We need to understand also technology currently help pitney them, the current pitney them, finna become so social. Because in our days when we never did have AI, we have to go to a classmate and ask them, what me teaching in a class yesterday because me never did there. So when you there and use AI and say, I'm going to go up on this, I'm going to go to school tomorrow, I don't have to interact with them pitney or them look at drive pitney because me get it all information online already.
Hold on, remember, keywords him say all ago, him say, back in the day. You see me? He might talk about back in the day. We are talking about now. Back in the day, AI never make. And now AI make, and I know we need to regulate and teach the use of it.
No, man, wait. I know that the question she asked, that you want to talk about. You must answer.
The answer him.
Could I say something?
Yeah, man. Go on.
I just want to say, intuitively, when you go through a lot of work to get something, you generally value it more. When you have to go through the rigors of gaining the knowledge to go on the CXC paper and go get the one, like you understand it much better than the person who swatted and went and got it. That is to say, here's the thing. I think AI makes swatting easier. And because it makes swatting easier, there's no true appreciation or like retention of the information in a way that like it mesh in your subconscious, right? Because like for me personally, like when I started debating, I had to read a lot. I used AI for CAPE, not to brag I got all ones, but the reason why I got all ones is because I understood the nature of the subjects that I was doing. And I think that it is the true appreciation of what you're doing. It is the work you have to go through to gain that true appreciation that AI is disincentivizing, because you don't have to do as much work, which leaves you to just like, oh, you know, there's an exam, I'm going to pass the exam, let me swat. There it is.
Me the one stop me, you know, because him never attack the Patois, but the sentence is too long. The sentence is too long. Oh, then done? Then come back, so. Then come back. Una done? All right. So, okay. May I give the mic back?
All right, we're going to big up Dr. Lewis. The judge don't come back and they're ready. I think then decide who win and them announce it now. So I'm going to invite the chair judge and him going to do talking. And we want big up Roger, big man in business. He come from next door, but a good youth.
Evening, everybody. I'm going to ask all the other people to come with me. Since me kind of phase out in a life in this profession, maybe they can come stand beside me. Yeah? So, with the thing say it was a good debate. The people them really go on with them things. When I try listen to see how we can understand. When I write and when I make down notes, the people them talk and we weigh the decision. And here is how we really see it at the end of the whole heap of talking and back and forth. So we say the first place go to the opening opposition. The second place go to closing government. The third place go to closing opposition. And the fourth place go to opening government. And we're just going to briefly tell you what we did do it, the way we did do it, so that nobody knows if a cheat, we did cheat. Right. So the Prime Minister, the opening government did have a little responsibility. Then if you tell we what they want to do with the ban and how they know ban it, they never did do that so good at all. And even though they really try, especially the second speaker, he never really make. Right? And so then you have over the other side now, you have the opposition leadership, then they come. And they did fiery. But they did say a whole lot of something. And the other side never really attack it at all. Nothing when they never, so they went to talk a whole lot of things from how the AI was used as a good tool, and then also it other broader implication for foreign and international scene thing, right? But they never talk about that at all, right? So because of that, they stood very tall in this debate because they were looking at a broader context. And then now we look upon the other part of the debate now when we go over to the closing half of the debate, and we did have them the people down the bottom when I fight out for each other. And the reason why we gave some credit to the closing government is because they look for everything and they say make them focus on the public school situation and they picking them in the public school, and they done already, and it will make them even done Sarah. Right? And then I look upon something they call disparity, that the disparity in the system is not going to be good in the long term. In other words, then they say that if the system is if the ground is already weak, the type of gains that the opening opposition when I talk about can be realized in the long run for true. It wasn't as convincing as the opening opposition, but it was convincing enough for them get second. And then the other one who come third now, well, we did say that it was a good effort. They did try. But we think that they was a little bit limited in terms of how they come. They were focusing on, teaching the use of AI responsibly. Well, they said that first we must teach people how to use it responsibly and them thing. We agree. I think that is a smart move, but it never explained so well. Right? And they also never really look on the other team them to look at how they could have fight them and box them down in peace and love. Right? And that kind of thing. Right, because this a debate, you have to fight, you have to fight to win, right? But they did come and they did try their best, and we thought overall that they put their very, very best foot forward. And then when we look at the team, we never really make it, the fourth team. But overall, we want to say congratulations, because easy, if you come up and you talk for 7 minutes, and then with everything else are go on and people are talk to you and people are say point of information and all kind of thing. You know how it is, right? You have to write and the patois pantapait and everything. So we do give them some credit. We think it was a good debate and the topic was also very good. Congratulations to the organizers for the topic. Hopefully you can continue the discussion. But from us to you, we don't know.
I want to pick up the judge. I want to pick up the chair judge. But him go out with himself. He go out with himself and everybody understand. And everybody say the team for win. So no cheating never go on. So big up to the debaters them one more time. Today was a good day. Would you agree? Yeah, man, a good day. I remember my time when we usually do this one 2018. I remember Dr. Lewis, my dean, and one time I go up my office and say, listen, we have to have Patois Debate, And from that day until today, we still have Patois Debate. So a big thing, and my God said that's still a go on, So we're come to the end of the program, and we have somebody from the program. We don't say her name, but I know she did. Our sister come this today, and our sister come talk now. And we want to invite our lecturer in the department to come and move the vote of thanks.
All right, as Cleveland say, I know my name Shalika, but given my sister and she couldn't get to come, we decided to just bail her out and done. Dr. Lewis asked me if I can chat patois, so I have to admit, a long time I not chat patois in a one formal space. So if I mess up, Dr. Telfer, nobody will hold it against me, all right? I just want to big up everybody will come and make the Patois Debate short. It's short, don't it? Yeah, man, it's really short. Yeah, man. And Cleveland, you do a good job for moderate. You know, you make the event just run smooth. Everything flow and organized and look good. Yeah, man, we love that. So big up yourself. And Dr. Telfer, thank you. You come, you do the welcome and everything, and you set the tone so everybody know exactly. And I want to especially big up, the important people them like Professor Sherman Barrett, the Deputy President and Provost acting, and the acting dean, Dr. McDermott, for come and bring greetings to all of we. Yes, and the highlight for me are Dr. Lewis will come talk about the importance of patois, make people recognize say patois not just something where we chat for fun and games and when we want to argue so we can have, well, I'm now going to try to put that one in a pattern now. Intellectually stimulating conversation. Don't it go on good? Yes. So it shows just how important it is for know our language and we can chat about things in a, important way. And then him also, read emotion so we can get a good understanding both in English and patois, what them really about. We have to really big up the debater them. Them go and go, don't it? Yeah, man, big them up, man. Them go on with themselves. Yes. And me have to also thank the judge them, yeah. Roger, you don't know your things set from long time, ever since. And the other one them where come, una go on good. So big up on yourself. And I have to also big up LTRC, in particular Anne-Marie and Eda. You know, to organize things. And the debating society will work with them to make sure that this happen. Because we have to have this every year. So big up on yourself, organize everything. And just want to make you know, the crowd, everybody were there here. We all have the registrar and the people division people will come. All of you will come from near and far to make today a success. Thank you very much for come. I want to just walk good. Oh, I forget, man, we have to big up all of the online too. We large, yeah. All of you will join and come on and go on good. Big up on yourself and take care and walk good.
They were asked me if also name one best speaker in the competition. So we want to commend the government whip, and we think say the deputy opposition leader is the best speaker.
Well, I want to thank you for the voter thanks, yeah? And we want, yeah, we have to thank the thank for the voter thanks. We have to thank everybody, you know? And may I move the closing remarks? May I give the closing remarks? Big up everybody if you come out. We're going to do this again, and the next year, a year after. I think so we have something else next year. So we'll come back in this year when 2025, next year 2026. So we'll come back 2027 for the 6th staging Patois Debate. So thank you everybody for coming out. With a big up on yourself. Safe journey to your friends that will come from Excelsior. And then at this time we'll hand out some gift them to the debater them. Yeah? So now make them big them up. Put your hands together for them. And that's it, ladies and gentlemen. Big up on yourself. Oh, well, no, wait for sit and take some picture. Hey, register our first one, get up. Right. Yes, oh, we big shot, them have a 6 o'clock, so them have favorite. Right. Right. So the winning team, the opening opposition. Second place team, closing government, UTEC. First place was UE. And third place, closing opposition, and then come from Excelsior. And the final, the fourth place, are you again in a opening government. No, it's a mixture. Then I come from, no, sorry, no, a VTDI, sorry about that. I mix them up. VTDI, fourth place. We have the food out there, so you can go buy something when I leave.